Ready, Carlos? I know you got this, but I don't think that most people have this right now. I know that Livan's got it. Natalia got it. I don't know who else got it. Yeah. Yeah, Lexi got it. That's true. Okay, so let's take a look right here. When you're factoring, you should write this down right here, because when you're factoring, this is what you do first. Okay? Always. The first thing you do, always, Angie, you could write this down if you wanted. Step number one, what you got to do is you got to look. Oh, look at that. That's fancy, right? Dang. You got to look for a common factor. Do you know what I mean by a common factor? Like, is there something that multiplies into all of the terms? Right? Irani, you're writing this down, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was 3 yeahs. Oh, wow. So, Alan, 5 goes into all of those, doesn't it? So then you go ahead and you take out the 5. And then you got x squared minus x minus 20. When I was going around the room, the thing I saw, Giovanni, the most, people didn't have 20 here. They had either 25 or 10. And I don't know why either, one of those numbers, because that's not, yeah. 5 times 20 is the only number that equals 100. That's the only number times 5 that equals 100. Okay. Now, after you're done with that, you have to look to see if you can factor more. So like in this one, like if you just look at the inside, right? So like just look at the inside. Don't forget this, it's part of the answer. But I'm going to do this as scratch work over here. X squared minus x minus 20. You have to see if you can factor that more. So here, like, you have to see what multiplies to negative 20 and adds to negative 1. So I think we're all good with this, right, Axel? You're good with why this equals that. So then you take this answer and you just plug it back in. 5 times, and you put this stuff right here. X minus 5, x plus 4. Because Jalen doesn't, man, we're getting fancy with colors right here, Lexi. Look at all this. Because doesn't this right here equal these two things multiplied together? Right? And then if you multiply these two things together, you get that. You multiply that by 5, you get that. Factoring is the opposite of distributing. More. How do you feel about this, Baldo? Not too bad, huh? On your quiz today, I think you only have 1 or 2 problems like this. The rest of them are like the ones you've been doing. Should we try another one? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Now wait. Hold on. Before we do, there was one other problem. Even though we went over it yesterday, and like you already knew how to do it, people forgot, Mia. They forgot how do they factor something like this. Oh, that made me a sad panda. That made me a sad, sad panda. Oh yeah, sad panda. Look, what's the first step? Look for a common factor. Always. Daniel, always look for a common factor first. So Edith, always, every time, siempre, look for common factor first. What's the common factor between 3x squared and 9x? 3x. And you're left with what? 3x times what number that goes right here equals 3x squared? Just x. And then 3x times what equals negative 9x? Minus 3. Whoa. Yes, Livan. All right. Last thing then. What about something like this? X squared minus 4. You okay, Eric? You got to be paying attention so you get your 100 before you start talking smack about getting hundreds. I mean, really, right? That's not a burn. That's hell. I don't know why they're yelling like that's not a burn, Eric, right? I'm just trying to help you. I don't know why they're getting all like, "Ooh, he told you," because I'm just trying to help you. Okay, Nicole. Nicole, what about this one? Don't know. Pay attention right here. Do you see how? Focus. Irani, thank you. Do you see how, like on this one right here, do you see how there's like an x squared, and then an x, and then just a number? But here there's an x squared, no x, and then a number. So really this is the same as this. This isn't a step. Like this isn't the step, but it's what you should realize. It's like what you should think. There's really a 0x right there. And when you see that, then you can realize, okay, look, I'm just looking for two numbers that multiply to -4 and add to 0. What would those be, Paul? So -2 and +2. That's it. Do you see, Nicole, how it works? Okay. So look, these are the 3 hardest problems on your quiz. They're like this. So let's try 3. You ready? Let's try 3. Listo, Baldo? All right. Ready, Cassie? You ready, Cassie? Oh, yeah. All right. Steve, you got to get 100 today. Okay, here's the first one. Yeah. Where? I don't have any on my shoe. Check yours.